Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making a delicious picadillo. This picadillo is made with different types of vegetables and ground beef. It's an easy and delicious recipe that you can make within 45 minutes, all depending on how big you want to cut your vegetables. For the ingredients, you're going to be needing 3 pounds of ground beef. This beef that I have right here has only 4% of fat. If the ground beef that you buy has more percent of fat, make sure to remove that fat once the ground beef has already been cooked, or else whenever you're done cooling off your picadillo, or if you want to save it for the next day, or if you have leftovers, you're going to see that your picadillo is hard, kind of like gelatin. That's because of the fat. When the food is hot, the fat is melted. But when your picadillo is cold or your ground beef is cold, the fat turns into jelly. So you want to make sure you use the meat that has less fat, or you can remove the fat once the picadillo has done. And I'm going to show you that process. I am not going to have a lot of fat on my picadillo since this is only 4% of fat. I have 2 chayotes. These are squash chayotes. They look like this. You can find them at any H-E-B or Walmart store. 3 large potatoes. They're about the size of my hand. 4 skinny carrots, 4 tomatoes, 1 can of corn, diced onion and 1 clove of garlic, powdered cumin, salt to your taste. We're going to start off by cutting all of our vegetables. Make sure that your vegetables are pre-washed. You want to cut your vegetables as small as you can. The smaller you cut them, the easier it's going to be for them to cook. Now we're going to continue with the potatoes. For the squash, we're going to peel the outside because the skin is hard whenever you eat it. You want to take out this part right here. And then lastly, our tomatoes. Here I already chopped up our garlic that we're gonna mix with the onion. Now that we're done cutting all of our vegetables into small pieces, we're gonna go ahead and go to the stove to cook everything else. Here we're gonna put in our ground beef. I have my heat high. There's people who like to put oil first and then add the ground beef. If you want to do that, it's okay. Just know that whenever the fat comes out, whenever the 4% fat comes out, we're going to have to remove that. So we're going to be removing the oil that we also put in there as well. So it's up to you if you want to add oil first or not. I don't like to add oil just because I know it's going to release some of that fat that the meat already has in there. Also, you want to add salt to your taste. Make sure that you poke your ground beef so it won't stick into big pieces and it will be more crumbly. See, like, so you won't have this big pieces. You want to poke. The beef released some water. I did not add any water to this beef. Don't cover your pot so all the water can evaporate. Okay, so our meat is already cooked. There is no more red spots in it, and all the water has evaporated. We don't have any more water at the bottom. We're gonna remove our ground beef from here. We're gonna put it into a plate. What's left in here is a little bit of water and the 4% of fat that I told you that we had. We're gonna add a little bit of olive oil, add our onion and garlic, and we're gonna add our potatoes. Here on this plate I have all my ground beef, and here on this other plate I have the leftover juice and the fat. I'm gonna let this cool down and I'm gonna show you how it turns out if we don't take this out. Now we're gonna add our squash and our carrots. We're gonna cover this for just a little bit. You want to make sure you move it constantly or else it's going to stick to the pan. Once you see that your potatoes are becoming soft, you're going to go ahead and add the tomatoes. With a toothpick, if it slides easy, it's because it's halfway done. If it's still hard, it's not done yet. So this is about ready. We're going to add our tomatoes now. Now we're going to cover this. Turn down the volume to medium to low heat, and we're gonna leave this here for about 5 to 10 minutes. Don't forget to come back and stir it once in a while. As you can see, all of our vegetables are pretty much cooked. When this is done, or when they're about to be almost cooked, you want to add the ground. We're also gonna add our corn and our cumin. Make sure you taste for salt. Make sure it has enough salt for you. To this, you can also add green beans. I added a little bit more cumin and salt just because it was lacking a little bit of the taste. This is just perfect. We're gonna turn off the stove, and then this is ready to eat. There you go. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, like and share with your friends if you liked it. Comment down below what other recipe you would want me to make next, and I'll see you on the next time. Bye!